you know, no matter who you vote for or what team you decide to like endorse, it's going to go to shit anyway.
Correct.
And then they're going to be like, well, you chose this person and it's going to shit. And it's like, okay, well, is it a democracy or is it a fucking trick? Because if you give me 3 sandwiches and it's dog shit, cat shit, and bird shit, and I choose one of them and start eating it and go, wow, this tastes like shit, and you say, well, you chose to eat that one, and I'm like, the 3 fucking choices you gave me, all shit.
Exactly.
From a million feet, that's what this whole thing seems like to me.
Agreed.
It's like, as people say, like, oh, it's divide and conquer, and it's beyond that at this point. They amplify the voices that you're talking about, so we divide ourselves. Like, they don't even have to step in and be like, okay, whites over here and blacks over here and gays over here and straights over here. They just amplify these super extreme voices
because they want conflict.
Exactly.
They want conflict, so we're not focused on the real issue.
Right.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
Because that nothing gets done.
Amen, Tom Macdonald. So we just finished reacting to Tom Macdonald's latest music video called God Mode. Go check that reaction out, or just go check out Tom Macdonald's new song. I want to react to this because it hits on a couple of things. It hits on Tom Macdonald's last release before the most recent one, when he talks about, he kind of goes at both sides. He says the traditional conservative right and the progressive left wants to kill the individual.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. 2 teams, 1 coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that.
Because they're all just want you to have a collective identity and kind of control the way you think and live and believe and see the world and your perspective and your perceptions and all those things. And also going to the new movie release, Civil War, which I reacted to as well, and I did a review on that as well. Go check it out, where it wasn't actually very political at all. They didn't pick sides, it wasn't divisive, it wasn't a political soapbox, and a lot of people praised that, but a lot of people also was really angry about that and trying their hardest to make it something that it wasn't, just because they want the political fight, they want the political ammo. And it kind of just makes me sick at this point, because at this point people want divisiveness, people want to be divided. People can blame the government, people can blame the media, people can blame the echo chambers. At this point you have the education to know what fear-mongering is and what propaganda is. You have all that information, so you know when you're being fear-mongered and you know when you're being propagandized. But at this point I think people enjoy their political tribes, and even if it's to the destruction and the devastation of their country, they don't give a fuck. People just want to win, because a lot of times people's lives are like either blah or they feel like losers. And this is not a dig, but as so when people feel that way, they want to feel like they're a part of something bigger, so they attach themselves to these cult-like ideologies that make themselves feel like they're really doing something in the world. It's the same thing in these fake progressive activists who put hashtags in their bio and scream online, but they're not really making any change, but it still gives you that feeling inside as you are making a change, even if you're dead wrong, or even if it's at the cost of the destruction of the country, your society, your community, or the individual. Everyone thinking that some president or some politician is going to save you is not. I know a lot of the people who watch me want Trump to win, and if Trump wins, I'm telling you right now, all it is a tribal signal. It's a tribal win. It's not going to change the country. It's not going to make the individual life any better. It's not going to be any significant changes. All it's going to do is make you feel emotionally better. And at this point I feel like that's what people want. People just want to reach out for pandering or grifters, just to like scream for their tribe or their side with their flag waving and stuff like that. But no real change is really happening, again, to the country, the community, or the individual. If the government actually cared about you or me or anyone else, they would give you more than 1-2 choices. And for a lot of people, regardless whether you like Biden or you love Trump, to a lot of people they're 2 shit choices, and so you don't have a lot of options, right? A lot of people were happy that Biden was running, but if like the Democratic Party really cared about black and brown people like they said, they would have gave you a better option. They don't care about you, that's why they gave you a shit option. And when people start to realize the government as a whole do not give a fuck about you, people will start to take the power back and create the lives the lives they want on their own, or at least stop paying so hard attention to the big government and pay attention to what's going on in your local politics, because that's really what's most important. But for the most part, if people start to realize that they don't care about you, the political talking heads don't care about you, the reporters don't care about you, the media doesn't care about you, your celebrities doesn't care about you, your favorite influencer doesn't care about you, then people will start to take accountability and responsibility for their own individual lives and their own individual communities, and uplift each other that way, and actually come together and stop all this fucking divisiveness. Stop being so hyper focused with adults doing in their own fucking individual lives, because it makes you feel better as a human being, because you're self-righteous, but really you're a loser. And start focusing on the real shit that is going to, at the end of the day, help society by starting at home. First, starting with the individual, so when you have children, you are in a better place, so you can raise your children right, and at some point in generations, the world will be a better place. But no one really pays attention to the stuff that's the hard, slow work that needs to be done, and everybody just attacks the low-hanging fruit because they want to be on the right side, and they want to feel self-righteous, and they want to feel great about themselves. And I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of that, because I am guilty of that, but I'm not as guilty as some of you guys. Anyway, I really like what Tom Macdonald said. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, what I said, what he said, and also go check out my reviews from Tom Macdonald and my Civil War review. The link's down below, and you guys have an amazing, beautiful day. Bye.
You know, no matter who you vote for or what team you decide to like endorse, it's going to go to shit anyway.
Correct.
And then they're going to be like, well, you chose this person, and it's